Hi, I want to welcome you to English 11A. I'm Mrs. Dunlap, so if you haven't met me yet, now you know what I look like. If you want to come to room 201 to get help, find me. I'm so happy to help you. You have a lot to do this week. Most of it's kind of housekeeping stuff. For instance, watch the orientation video so you know how to succeed in this class, and then take the quiz at the end, and you'll get points for that. Also, sign up for Remind so that I can communicate with all of you that way, sending messages out and reminders, but you can also communicate with me that way. It's a really good way for us to communicate. Then the other thing is to watch the Canvas videos. Those will really help you understand how to use Canvas down to the nitty-gritty details. So make sure you do that also, and then post your response to the Canvas video. And then finally, there is one English assignment that's actually a real English assignment on there, Introduction to the Native American Experience. And it's a really good assignment for starting off this course, because this is English 11. English, or 11th grade is the time you also do American history. And so they're really closely tied together. And we want you to think of this English 11 experience as a way to think about our character as a nation and how it got to be that way. What writing, and even we look at other elements too, such as artwork and music, that add to that identity, that make us the Americans we are today, because it's been a long, hundreds of years process to bring us to where we are today. So I want you to think about that a little bit before you start the reading. Think about, who are you as an American? How do you fit into the American society? And what would you like to change? What do you really appreciate about being an American? And think about how important it is that you are an American, and how much you have to be grateful for, and how you're similar to other people in other places, but how sometimes being an American makes you a little bit different too. Think about that before you read. Then when you do the reading, it's a lot of reading, but not a lot of writing until the very end. It does ask you for a paragraph, just one paragraph. But the very beginning of the reading asks you to just think about some questions and answer with your own opinion about what it is to be an American. So you don't have to have done any reading when you first answer those 4 questions. It's just your opinion. So think about, before you answer them, think about how you feel about what it is to claim a land and what it is to own a land, that kind of thing. Then do the reading, and you'll see how much it ties into American history and how important it is that the two are tied together. The writing that was done that brings us to who we are today, such as the Declaration of Independence. That's something we'll read later in this quarter. And then at the end, there are some questions, and there's one paragraph you're asked to write. The questions are just, did you do the reading kind of questions. If you did the reading, you'll be able to answer them or be able to go find them in the reading. But the paragraph asks you to come to a conclusion about what you read. So think about that as you're reading. What are you learning? What are these ideas bringing you to a conclusion towards? And then you're going to make a topic sentence with that conclusion, and then you're going to support it with what was it in the reading that gave you that conclusion. So it's a pretty easy paragraph to write if you keep your mind open and think while you're doing the reading. So I want to know that you watched this video, so I want you to just answer me one question. In one phrase, what is it that makes you feel like an American? How are you an American? You could talk about what you're grateful for. You could talk about how we're different from other countries, or maybe you have something negative to say, and I'll listen to that too. So I'm looking forward to your response, and all you'll do is click reply and then post your response below this video, and then you're done with this assignment and you get the points for it. So I'm really looking forward to working with you this year, and welcome to English 11A. Thanks. Bye-bye.